Hello and welcome to my channel, and welcome to a beautiful autumnal day in the southwest of England. I thought I'd make a quick video to just give you some updates on what's been going on over the last couple of weeks. It's not going to be my normal video where I'm off on a hike because we've just been far too busy for that. So maybe I'll start by, hold on, there's a train going to come past, but I enjoy the train so I'll leave this running. Fantastic, eh? Isn't that magnificent? Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so I thought I'd give you an update on the last couple of weeks, and I'll start with a video I made as I embarked on my journey to England. And take a look at this, and then we'll take it from there. Well, I really can't believe we're on the ferry back to England. I woke up this morning, about 6 o'clock. We've got a flat full of things. I didn't know how we were going to get rid of it all, how we were going to fit it all into the car, but we've made it and we're on the ferry home. I've got to do one more trip back to Germany, but my wife will stay in England and it really feels like a momentous occasion. Just so excited. England, here we come. So it's great to be back in England. I'm absolutely loving it, but I don't completely feel settled yet. And that's mainly because I've got to go back to Germany at the weekend and spend a week over there, just sorting some stuff out, returning my car and my computer and my company ID card and things like that. Say goodbye to colleagues. And I'm not very good at goodbyes. I don't like them. I'm not looking forward to it a great deal. And I have to say that as much as I love it here in England, I am missing Bonn and I am missing work. And I do think about it a lot, and I guess it's going to take me a while to adapt to my new surroundings and my new home. At the moment it still feels like a holiday here. Mind you, you can see why that it feels like a holiday, can't you? And we've had all sorts of weather whilst I've been here. I mean, us British like to talk about the weather, so I'll say a little bit about it. I mean, look at that, isn't that just stunning? Could be anywhere, couldn't I? I could almost think I'm in Portugal now, a place where we almost moved to. But it hasn't been like that all the time we've been here. So let's just take a look at this video that showed a storm we had a few nights ago. So that was quite dramatic. And a few days before that storm, we also had some power cuts here. Quite serious power cuts, actually. We lost electricity for maybe 10 hours the one night, and then a few minutes another night. I've no idea what caused that, but that was before the storm, so it wasn't because of the storms. But it's one of these things that you experience and you think, life could be different here to how it was in Germany. Although hopefully it was just a one-off. I don't know, we'll see. When we first arrived here, we obviously needed to sort some things out. So we did an awful lot of shopping. Tried to do most of the shopping locally to support local businesses, but inevitably there were a few things we had to order online. So we've had a constant stream of delivery drivers ringing the bell, bringing us beds and curtains and mattresses and all sorts of things. I don't know, big long list of things. So it's been pretty intense, pretty busy. Not really had a chance to establish any kind of routine. But there were a couple of things that we did when we first got here. So my wife joined a local dance class and a Zumba class, so she did those two things. And for me, I found myself a barber's to get my hair cut and a therapist. So, two important things for me, a barber and a therapist. And the reason I wanted to get a therapist was I am sensing that I'm going to struggle with retirement. In fact, I don't think I am going to retire. Sitting around doing nothing in between shopping trips and putting together furniture is not giving me a good feeling. I'm missing the challenges of work. I'm missing the company of work. And I do hear it said that men often struggle with retirement. And I fear that my mental health could suffer if I don't find myself something to do. But I thought it would also be helpful to talk to someone about this. So I got myself a therapist, had a first session, which was very good. Just talked for about an hour about various different aspects of my life. And then I've booked another one for when I get back from Germany. I don't think it will be a long-term arrangement, but at the moment I think it could be helpful for me, especially as I don't know anyone down here and I've got no one else to talk to other than the barber, of course. When I was 15 and I left Starport High School for the very last time, I sat on the curb alongside Windermere Way, looked around and thought, what on earth do I do now? I was totally lost, had no idea what lay ahead, what I would do for a living, whether I would study, whether I would get a job. Totally clueless. And it was quite a depressing moment, really, especially considering, oops, just running away from the sea, especially considering that I'd been quite looking forward to leaving school, really. There's a difference between what you wish for and what you actually get. The grass is always greener, they say, don't they? And sometimes you can spend a lot of time looking forward to something that doesn't live up to its expectations when it actually arrives. So anyway, I could find myself in a similar situation next week when I leave my company for the very last time. So I shall walk out those office doors next Thursday, and I'll probably sit on the curbside at Landgravenweg, which is the road that it sits on, and I'll think to myself, what on earth do I do now? And that's why I started doing this YouTubing, really, was maybe this could give me something to do, although I'm not totally convinced about this at the moment. There are aspects of being on social media that I don't enjoy. It's not always good for my mental health, so I need to monitor that and see whether this is going to be something that I choose to do in the long term. But I do have some other ideas, like finishing off my book, volunteering, joining some community-based groups here. So we'll see. Maybe I can do some freelancing online. But I certainly know that I'm not going to be able to just sit around and watch daytime TV and go for an occasional walk. I'm quite an active person. I'm quite a curious person. I'm always wanting to learn and experience new things. So I'm going to do my best to try and keep busy during this next phase of my life. One thing I am enjoying about being back in England are the people. They really are so friendly down here in Devon. We were out shopping the other day at a supermarket, actually, and we got chatting to an elderly couple who were stood in the queue behind us, and we were laughing and joking, and the cashier was joining in with the conversation. And when I came to pay, the cashier asked me if I'd got the rewards card to collect the points, and I said no, I don't have one because I don't. I'm new around here. I haven't sorted those sort of things out. And the man behind me, who I'd been talking to, said, "Well, you can use my card if you want to get the discount." And so I said, "Yeah, go for it." And the cashier also thought this was a good idea. So I let him swipe his card against my purchase, which meant I got an £8 discount on my purchases, and he got all the points from my shopping. So it was a win-win situation. But just a really good example of how friendly people are here and how easy it is to strike up a conversation with a complete stranger. There's maybe a couple of other, oh, hold on. There's maybe a couple of other things to update you on. First of all, my preparation for the Bournemouth half marathon. So that's going quite well. My youngest daughter visited us at the weekend to see our new place. She liked it, thankfully. In fact, she loved it, thought it was really nice. And we're running this half marathon together. So we went on our very first run together and we managed to run, hold on a moment. We managed to run 15.3 kilometres, so that was great. I felt really good about that, and it was wonderful to do it with her. We don't get to spend that much time together, so that was really special. Obviously, we have to push ourselves because in a week we've got to run 21 kilometres, so we've got to somehow or other manage to run an extra 6 kilometres. So I think that's going to be a real struggle, but we've committed to it. We're going to go for it. So I've now booked the hotels in Bournemouth, booked the transport, and yeah, got quite a lot going on in the next week. And apart from all the stuff I'm not looking forward to, like saying goodbye to colleagues and friends in Bonn, I have decided not to fly home from Bonn. I've decided to come home by train and have one last little adventure before I maybe settle down here. I'm not sure I am settling down yet. I'm sure there'll be many more adventures, but this feels like a moment to do things in the way that I've become accustomed to living my life, and that's in an adventurous way. Taking time out to explore and to have a little bit of fun. So I'll try and capture some of that on film and I'll share that with you. So I think that's probably it. I don't want to bore you with all the details of things I've been doing, like sorting out banks and all the official kind of stuff. I'll leave it there. I only intended to make this a fairly short video, just to give you a quick update. And I'll make another video probably when I'm in Bonn, and certainly when I get back here in just over a week's time. So thanks for watching, thanks for joining. Hope you're well wherever you are. Look after yourselves and we'll talk again soon. Thanks then, bye.